Genesis 1 to 31 opens with a declaration that all things originate from God alone, no rival, no opposition, no assistance. In the beginning is not merely a timestamp, but a revelation of divine initiative. Before anything existed, God was. Creation is therefore not a response, but an expression, an outflow of his will and purpose. The heavens and the earth encompass the totality of existence. The initial description, formless, empty, and covered in darkness, presents a world without order, function, or clarity. Yet even here, the Spirit of God is present over the waters. This movement signals intention. What appears chaotic is already under divine oversight. When God speaks, light appears. This first act establishes a pattern. Creation unfolds through the Word of God. Light is introduced before the sun, indicating that illumination originates from God himself, not from created sources. The separation of light from darkness defines boundaries and introduces order. Each division that follows, light from darkness, waters above from waters below, land from sea, reveals a God who brings distinction and purpose to what was previously undifferentiated. The naming of elements, day, night, heaven, earth, seas, reflects authority. To name is to define function and identity. Creation is not random, it is structured, intentional, and declared good at each stage. This repeated affirmation underscores that what God brings forth aligns perfectly with his nature and purpose. Vegetation emerges next, bearing seed within itself. This principle of life reproducing according to its kind introduces continuity. Creation is not static, it carries within it the capacity for ongoing life. The same pattern continues with living creatures, fish, birds, animals, each formed according to its kind, each blessed with the capacity to multiply. The creation of humanity marks a distinct moment. Unlike the rest of creation, mankind is made in the image and likeness of God. This is not merely about form, but about representation. Humanity is given dominion, reflecting God's authority within creation. The command to be fruitful and multiply is not just biological, it speaks to expansion, influence, and participation in what God has established. Notably, humanity is not described as needing to earn this role. Dominion, provision, and identity are given from the outset. Food is provided freely, the environment is already prepared. There is no struggle to secure position or sustenance. Everything necessary is supplied by God before any human effort. The seventh-day rest, though described in the next chapter, is implied in the completion statement, very good. Creation reaches a state of fullness, lacking nothing. God's rest is not due to exhaustion, but completion. It signals that the work is finished and fully sufficient. Throughout this passage, the emphasis remains on what God does, not on what creation contributes. Everything begins, continues, and is sustained by his word. Light shines because he speaks. Life exists because he wills it. Order remains because he establishes it. Genesis 1 to 31, then, is not just an account of origins, but a revelation of divine sufficiency. It presents a completed, ordered, and purposeful creation brought forth entirely by God, where identity, provision, and function are given rather than achieved. The foundation is not human effort, but divine declaration, and everything that follows rests on that unchanging reality.